Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Can you hear me, viewers? Thank you, Thai WG, for responding with yes. Internet uh, had some mercy on me. That is why I'm able to resume live chats with you. Uh, Two news stories. First one is from Eritrea. Very important development. Exclusive information which we have got somehow, which we want to share with you, is about Eritrea. Eritrea's efforts to buy drones. From which country? Why? Secondly, a controversial, or you can say a sports event which is turning into a controversial event in the US, organized by Oromo diaspora uh, groups. Details for you in this video. Let me welcome the participants. Eritrean Post is the first viewer who commented. Regular viewer, he says, "Go Eritrea." He says, "Eritrea is the military powerhouse of East Africa. We have large army, large tank arsenal. Now we got our drones." Red Moon Entertainment says, "Yes, yes, he seems to be Eritrean as well." Super Lobok joined too, says Salam Sajid. I think Super Lobok was a member too, if I am not wrong, but he is member no more. I don't see the membership uh, badge that is given to members, so he has no membership badge. Thai W joined too. Welcome, Thai WG. Nahom Architects joined from Addis Ababa. How are you, Nahom? Mel Gabriel joins as Sajid Ola. Well, Sajid is Fano, two-sided is TDF, two-sided is SAS supporters, two-sided is backed by RB2. You can call Sajid whatever you want to. S call joined to Thomas Sahle says yes. F from Tisfai says Salam Sajid and good evening. Stay blessed, Salam, F from Tisfai. Tiago Mangisha joined after a few days. I think I did not see him recently in comment section of live chats. Serenity Shalom says Eritrea, ethnic country, little soon Islamic Arabic Republic of Eritrea. Well, the connection is lagging, someone is saying. Irisa Technology. RW says, "Hi Sajid, do you think the new rate introduced on Monday is the starter and the main dish is yet to come?" Any problem with my connection? Can you hear me? One viewer is complaining. Okay. Kinobi joined to welcome Kinobi. Kinobi is a member too, says Salam Sajid reporting present from the US. Ahmed Jama joined. Welcome, Ahmed. How are you? Glad to see you back too. Ende Gabriel Johannes says, "How you see Eritrean army in the Horn of Africa?" Let's talk about the drones first. Uh, just one quick response to the comment about what happened on Monday. He's saying that the current devaluation just a starter, main dish is yet to come. Well, Jafar Jamal joined to Entene Ken for her too. Well, Burr has lost around 43% of its value so far. against dollar. I think government will intervene at some point. Government cannot allow birr to just float, though this is what government is saying. I think when birr reaches around 90 against dollar, government will try to stop it. You cannot just allow birr to fall as much as the market wants. That's my analysis, though I am not an economist. But I believe that government will try to stop it below 100. If it crosses 100, it would be alarming. Government won't let it cross 100, I think. You'll see now devaluation, uh, small jumps, 2 burr, 3 burr a day, maybe a week. It will settle around 95, I would say. This is what IMF demanded, by the way, in April. It wanted burr against dollar to be around 90. And that was in accordance with market realities. Ethiopian government will have to ensure that there is no panic in the country. They will have to take uh, people into confidence, because if there is panic, then it will be difficult to gain the confidence of people and investors and businessmen. That is why PM Abiy is at the forefront. He is the one who broke the news of macroeconomic reform. He's the one who asked speaker to call emergency session. He's the one who spoke today, talked to ministers, talked to MPs, tried to pacify them. Why? Because he knows that this could be a challenge for the government. Uh, could it lead to a state movement? That we'll discuss tomorrow in some separate. Let's focus on Eritrea today. So I would request you could ask questions about Eritrea. Let's start, viewers. We don't know about internet connection. Sometimes it just sucks. So let's start. Glory to God. Join to welcome. Glory to God. Damascus Ding. Familiar names. Damascus here. TE. Uh, Welcome to all of you. Eritrea is interested in buying a combat drone, modern combat drones. We could not confirm Eritrea being in possession of modern combat drones with precision stacking capability. Though we have been hearing for years that Eritrea has some types of drones, but we're not sure about Eritrea having modern combat drones developed by those countries which are known for developing drones. But Eritrea is interested in buying drones now more than ever. Let me welcome Peace and Love, a member, my patron on Patreon too. Peace and Love has joined. Special welcome to you, Peace and Love. Eritrea wants to buy drones, and it wants to buy drones to enhance its capabilities. Secondly, Ethiopian government wrapped up the war against Tigray fighters through the use of drones. Drones played a key role. TB2s and wing longs just made it impossible for Tigray fighters to advance from Shoa and afar. They suffered losses and they had to retreat. The drones made ADF almost helpless, I would say. ADF people don't like my comments, but that's what happened. Now, when Ethiopia is buying drones, Ethiopia did not need to buy a Kinji. It had bought TB2s, it had acquired Winglong, it had acquired Muhajir 6, Iranian drone, but still it's bought the most modern Turkish drone, a Kinji, confirmed last year. Eritrea is not sleeping. Eritrea is not sleeping. Eritrea knows very well that if ever in future there is a threat to Eritrea, it would be from Ethiopia. Of course, it cannot buy and counter each and every weapon which Ethiopia is buying, but it should have minimum defensive capabilities. It has armor, uh, it has small weapons for infantry, it has weapons for its ground forces, it has a few jets too, but it has no modern combat drones, while Ethiopia is in possession of modern combat drones. So it's very understandable that Eritrea would be interested in buying these drones. From which country? Which country suits Eritrea for the acquisition of these drones? The country which is selling the drones cheap, the country whose drones are battle tested, who would let Eritrea use these drones freely. Because when countries sell drones, sometimes they put some restrictions on the customers. You cannot use these drones in these circumstances against these countries. Eritrea would like to buy drones from those countries which won't impose any restrictions on the use of drones by Eritrea. Secondly, important thing is cheap. Price should be cheap. While two viewers saying Mel Gabriel and Samia say Iran. Well, it's good to hear, by the way. I am honored to have viewers who are very uh, updated, who know what is happening in their countries, in the region, and they're learned people. Most of the viewers, some definitely do have their loyalties, their affiliations, but these viewers, which we have on My Views and News, are very learned people. They keep themselves fully updated with the developments in their countries in the region. Yes, Iran. Iran was never Eritrean ally in recent past. Why? Because Eritrea was supporting Arabs against Houthis. Arabia, UAE waged war against Houthis. Johnny B, welcome Johnny B. Houthis are backed by Iran. So war in Yemen was basically between, it was a proxy war with Iran on one side backing Houthis and UAE and Saudis on the other side. Eritrea indirectly supported Arabs. UAE at one time used Eritrean territory, Eritrean support reportedly a sub base to conduct military operations in Yemen. That is why Iran was not a strategic ally of Eritrea. Things have changed now. Iran is turning into a player in East Africa, Horn of Africa. Iran is flying drones to Sudan. Eritrean post, I'm talking about recent developments, the last 1 decade, you can say. I'm not talking about what happened 3 decades ago. So, Al Burhan bought drones from Iran. And those drones helped Al Burhan a little against rapid support forces. Because a few months ago, RSF was on the offensive, military was about to collapse. Somehow, this process of collapse of military was slowed down because of the introduction of drones by Sudanese military. And Sudanese military acquired these drones from Iran. Later, we saw that RSF also acquired drones. Now, both parties have drones, and 2 days ago, yesterday rather, RSF launched a drone strike on Al Burhan in at a military academy where he was attending graduation ceremony of military officers. So both parties have drones now since UAE is backing RSF. So RSF can easily acquire combat drones. So Iran gave an advantage to the Sudan military, but RSF is countering this advantage. Isa Savarkey and Al Burhan have been very close. Burhan visited Eritrea twice, though we saw a little tension when Eritrea expelled the Sudanese ambassador. Khalid Abbas was expelled last week. He was expelled for bribing people to spy on the military camp, military base, Sawa military base. And after that, we saw that Eritrean government sent its chief of naval staff to Sudan, to Port Sudan. The chief of naval staff sent a message from Eritrea, from Eritrean leader to Al Burhan that Eritrea still supports Al Burhan's government. So Eritrea is definitely a supporter of Al Burhan. Eritrea is talking to Iran to acquire modern weapons, including drones and other weapons. Talks ongoing on technology transfer. Uh, which types of drones will Eritrea be able to buy from Iran? How many? Don't know because talks still ongoing. Is Eritrea interested in buying Iranian missiles too? Iranian missiles, by the way, are very precise. Welcome, Kidane Birhane. Iran is known for having some world class missiles. So, two types of military technologies Eritrea could be interested in: drones and missiles. Perhaps missile technology is too expensive for Eritrea to afford. Drones are cheaper option for Eritrean. Let's see. So far, no official statements, no word from the two governments, but talks on technology transfer, military technology transfer, are being confirmed. Secondly, there was a quick news story about an Oromo event in the US, which could turn into a controversial event. Uh, a few minutes, I'll speak on that, then we'll end the live chat. Decades ago, I'm fine, Kidu Selassie, how are you? Eritrean Post says, do you have confirmation for the deal? I'm not talking about deal, Eritrean Post. I'm talking about negotiations. I am saying that Eritrea is in talks. I'm not saying a deal has been made. Yamaskin says, soon you will report that Skandar and Zamini are sitting at the table for talks. Let's see. I'll report if they sit at the table. Now, second news story, viewers. It's from Minnesota, the US. Decades ago, Oromo diaspora community in the US and Canada founded O uh, they founded OSFNA. OSFNA. Oromo Sports Federation North America. And under the auspices of OSFNA, sporting events are organized in North America. A soccer tournament is also organized. Last year, it was organized in Washington. This year, it's ongoing in Minnesota. One of the participants, one team, could be disqualified, which is creating serious tensions at this event. WBOFC is the name of this team. This team is being accused of uh, including non-Oromo players. So on the basis of inclusion of a non-Oromo player, this team could be disqualified. Reported. The team, its members, organizers, they are planning to protest. Why am I reporting this thing? It's not a big news. I was uh, astonished, by the way, when I heard about that. Even in the US, some diaspora community members take ethnicity so seriously that they are disqualifying a team just because this team has a player which is who is known Oromo. He is reportedly Eritrean. So they are living in the US, in Canada, some of them, but still for them, ethnicity matters so much that they are banning a team from this tournament. This is 2024. And still, we are seeing tournaments, soccer tournaments, being organized along ethnic lines. I mean, soccer is all about your skills, what you can do with your feet, with your head, with your chest, how you use your body to play football. That is what soccer is. What does ethnicity have to do with playing soccer? But you'll see the same justification that this event is celebration of Oromo culture, Oromo traditions, Oromo history. This is what uh, this type of justification used by all those who back such programs. Uh, Someone is saying you don't know anything about Ethiopia. I never claim that I know a lot about Ethiopia. I always am a student. I just learn, then I share my understanding with you. What strikes me, I share with you. Maybe I am an outsider. That's why today I did a video. I told you about three workers of a company kidnapped for ransom in Oromia. One was killed, two were released. People said, what's the big deal about it? So, and the company tried to cover up the entire story. They tried to cover the death of their employee. It's not a big news. Why? Because so many people die on daily basis. So it's not a big news. Same is the case with this news story. It's not a big news maybe for people. Uh, for them, it's just a routine matter. Now, Gadisa says, you're trying to make talk, but it is Oromo only club organization. It's not anyone's business. You see, the logic and the justification, none of your business. Now, Tiswa says, you are always talking negatively about Oromia. Sometimes I just enjoy reading your comments. Why? Because whenever I criticize a particular program, a particular group of people, instead of replying using logic and arguments, you start accusing me of being anti this, anti that, or that I'm paid by this, paid by that. Damascus says, Sajid, the German national cannot play for England. The soccer team is organized based on ethnicity, not on ethnicity. That's nationality. So 28 minutes have passed. I think we should end the live chat session. We'll monitor what Eritrean government is talking to Iran. Sarah is fine. Yemasgan busy. She's going to just resume her studies in coming days. So I don't pressurize her to work. It's up to her. Whenever she's free, she feels like working, she makes a video, she writes an article. It's up to her, but she'll be back after a few weeks. Thank you for joining, viewers. It was good to be with you. I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.